Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a OneNote notebook and how to get started using OneNote. First thing we'll do is log into our VSB Office 365 site. And that first link just takes us to the Microsoft Office sign-in. So we'll put in our VSB email address here. And as soon as I click here, it takes us to the next login. So we pick work account. And then this is where we actually sign in with our normal passwords. So here we are at Office 365. If you haven't done it already, you probably want to install Office 2016 on your home computer if you don't have Office. I don't think there's a big difference between 2013 and 2016. I haven't installed Office 2016 on my work computer yet. Anyways, if we go to OneNote, it gives you a selection of all the OneNote notebooks that you've already created that you can open, but you can't actually create a new notebook here. To do that, we actually go to OneDrive, which is the online cloud storage. So I click on OneDrive, and at VSB we get 1 terabyte of storage. And for just a general notebook, maybe you want to create it in your documents folder. So here's my OneDrive. I have a lot of stuff in here. I'll go to documents, and I'm going to go new OneNote notebook. Give it a name. I'll call it test drive. Doesn't matter. Create. And let's suppose maybe this notebook I'm going to use for meetings. So my first meeting is maybe a staff meeting. And maybe this meeting is about, I don't know, safety. And I might write a whole bunch of stuff. Who knows? Then maybe later in the meeting, we're going to have some collaboration time. And you can see how you can start organizing your notebook for this. And then maybe another day we have another meeting. Maybe this one's a department head meeting. Or training, or who knows, it could be anything. And again, you can start making separate pages for under department heads. So I in general, actually, I just use one general notebook for all my sort of day-to-day. Anytime I want to make some notes myself, I just use it like just kind of for picking almost like random kind of ideas and things. And it's just a notebook I've had going for like 3 years, so it's collected a whole bunch of stuff. In terms of classroom things, if you want to use OneNote for classroom, what I'd suggest you do is that you actually start using the OneNote on your computer, because it has a few more features that you won't get in the web. So let's go back to OneDrive, and I'll show you how I would do that. So in OneDrive, I have folders for my different class OneNotes. Let's suppose I'm going to have a Math 10 notebook. So I'll go in my Math 10 OneNote folder, and I'll go new notebook. Call it Math 10 test. Create. And here right away I'm going to actually just go straight to edit in OneNote. So that's going to open up this notebook using OneNote on my computer, the one I have installed. Launch the application, yes. I'm good. Yes, I want to continue. Loads it, then it syncs it, and there we go. Okay, and I'll show you why. One of the big reasons why I use the OneNote on the hard drive as opposed to the web. There's all these tabs up here. You can make new sections, but I actually don't do that, so I'm going to delete those. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete it. Delete. what I do is if I right click, I'll go new section group, and you can't do this on the web. That's why I use it on the drive. So next new section group, and this will get named by each unit or main topic. So I might go 01 trigonometry. So I'll have a unit for trigonometry. I'll have one for polynomials. I'll have one for exponents. So let's suppose we're starting off in trigonometry. So I'll click in that unit. And now I start adding a tab, and each tab will correspond to my day or lesson. So 01 intro, just my intro. And then inside this day, I can add several pages. So my first page might be agenda. So I'll go over definitions, perhaps. Know, want, learn activity, and I mean, I have no idea. Let's just suppose I'm going to show a video. Doesn't matter. So I have that. That's my agenda. Then maybe I want to add another page where I have some notes. And here I might write down trigonometry is useful, etc. So perhaps I'm writing a whole bunch of notes that students are copying, or maybe these are notes I typed in the night before and I just print it off and give it to the students. All sorts of things. I could have another page here for maybe my learning objectives. And what I could then do is go to, I don't think I have my old math 10 stuff here, but I could go to any sort of unit. This is just for examples. I can go to a Word document. So I can open up a Word document, and let's suppose I want these learning objectives in this document on the OneNote. So I'll go File, Print. I'll choose Send to OneNote as the printer. I just want this current page. Print. This thing starts flashing down here, and I choose learning objectives. That's where I want it to be printed to. And there's the learning objectives. And maybe if you have like a Microsoft Surface, you can use your pen to draw on this. You can check things off and highlight things and draw happy faces. And that would be the lesson for that day. And then next lesson, maybe we get into ratios, trigonometry ratios. Again, I'd have an agenda, some practice questions perhaps, maybe a pretest, who knows, all sorts of different things. And that's how I'd organize my course or classroom notebook. I actually make one of these each separate for each block. So if I have 3 blocks of Math 10, I'll have 3 Math 10 notebooks. That way each notebook tracks, as best as I can do, it tracks exactly what that class did for every day. Now if I go back to, I could close this, should sync automatically. If I then go back to, oh, you see, and it's all, here it is online. You can see this has already been updated. Polynomials, I think I was working on trigonometry. There's my intro, here's my ratios. So everything's synced up here already. So there you go. There's a really quick introduction to getting started with OneNote.